I'm arriving late to this week's adventure, arriving in Aviemore in the Cairngorms National Park in Scotland. A bit late to make a proper start, so I'd find somewhere amongst the trees to set up camp for the night. Waking up nice and early, because
it's time for another adventure!
That's right, this week we will be discovering the Cairngorms National Park with a 180-mile bikepacking trip starting and finishing in Aviemore. You are going to want to get comfortable because this one is one wild ride.
I don't know if you can tell or you can hear the wind over there. It's coming through these trees. It's absolutely ridiculous. Luckily I'm a bit sheltered right now, but I'm about to turn right, which means going into it, so I'm kind of hoping that the trees are going to still be there. If not, it's going to be one hell of a long slog this morning through the headwind. Now the route is like 2 circles, so there's going to be some tailwind and some headwind, and after today it's looking like we will be in our natural habitat of the rain, so we got that to look forward to. But for today it looks like the wind is going to be our battle. I'm hoping these trees stay here because they are sheltering me quite a bit right now. Let's go and deal with this wind.
I would find myself mostly sheltered from the wind along the start of this ride, which I was truly thankful for, cruising through the wooded trails, hearing the gusts above my head, the hills either side of me sheltering me. It all felt a little too good to be true. Then everything opened up.
Oh, first 20 miles done. It's an absolute slog, but I'll tell you what, I will take the wind over the rain any day, well, especially this time of the year, because you get wet, you get cold. But yeah, very windy. Found a great little sheltered spot. This would be like the perfect little camp spot in a valley, sheltered from most of the wind. Little stream there, so just collected some water, and gonna chill for a bit, have a salami and a whisper, and chill for a little bit, because I'm heading to a place, can't remember what it's called, to put it on screen, and after there we've got to go up, 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 and it's going to be directly into the wind. I'm hoping today I can get up and over that one, because camping while it's this windy might be a bit tricky. I'm going to have to find little sheltered spots like this. Hopefully we will be able to find them, because ain't no way I'm camping high up with this wind. Right, gonna have some food, chill for a little bit, and then onwards and upwards. Let's go.
After dipping my toes in the river trails, I would arrive in Tomintoul. The leaves changing colours. Oh, I do love this time of year. It was time to climb, and this climb would be long and grueling. The valley acting like a funnel for the wind, making every turn of them pedals even harder. The endless gravel roads, the hilltops even with a dusting of snow already. Then out of nowhere I found myself completely sheltered from the elements. Just quietness all around me, as I was able to just pedal along these endless, empty gravel roads through the valley. Enjoying the epic views as I pushed myself up and over the top of the climb.
Tell the nights are drawing in, the winter's on its way. 5:30, got about half an hour until sunset, so I'm just gonna try and find somewhere to camp pretty soon. Got to try and find somewhere out of the wind. Just had some food, and the nice thing is now I do actually have a tailwind for a little bit, but really want to find a nice wooded area if I can, or just somewhere sheltered from that wind, because I tell you, it has been brutal today. I've done about 50 miles though, so pretty happy with that. And yeah, let's just go and find somewhere to camp. I'm so ready to camp. My legs have had it today. Well, I've hit jackpot a few miles, cycled a few miles more, and I've just found this perfect spot right by the river. It's nice and sheltered, the gentle breeze, nothing too major. Happy days. I've got like perfectly flat ground as well. You don't get many camp spots like this. Absolutely perfect ground. out of the wind and everything. Absolutely so happy, because tonight, well, at least early in the morning, the weather might turn, it might rain. I mean, in Scotland it'll probably do that, but hopefully it won't rain in the night, and I can get a good night's sleep with the sound of the river. Today has actually been really fun. If we take away the struggle of the wind, it has actually been super fun. The trails were great fun to ride. Everything was rideable, a few little boggy sections, but that's always to be expected. A few tiny little bits to hike a bike. If it wasn't for the wind, I would have been able to ride everything pretty much, and it would have just been absolutely great. Even greater fun, but it's actually a lot of fun, very beautiful. But tomorrow is another day, and the adventure continues, probably into the rain and wind. But it's another day, and I will see you bright and early as always in the morning for day 2 of this adventure. See you in the morning. Well, it's still very dark, you probably can't really see me. It's about 7:45. I think it's time to get up. It's not currently raining, although I can feel a bit of drizzle in the air. It does feel very windy out here. Now, today, this route is like 3 separate loops. Today, we're going to be going on to the second one. The second one technically ends pretty much where I am now, so I think for the goal today will be possibly just to get back to where I am today, possibly even camp here again, because this was a great camp spot. It is pretty much all out of the wind and stuff, but I can feel the rain coming. I want to get packed up before the tent gets all soaking wet, so yeah, let's get packed up and do that. Shall we go and see what this day has in store for us? Right now, I've got a lovely tailwind. It's a shame it won't last all day. Or maybe it will. I doubt it. It's looking very grey. It's not very light. It doesn't look like it's going to get very light today. Right, let's go see what today has in store for us. Let's do it.
How do you wake up on a day like today knowing full well that what today has in store for you is going to be full of hardships, a day that will continue to test? Well, all you can do is deal with the now, deal with the situation at hand, and that is exactly what I would have to do on this very morning. Although the start of my morning was fast going, with the wind behind me, the trails would turn to technical, unrideable, boggy trails, stopping and starting over and over again, all while getting battered by the wind and rain.
absolutely grim. The trail, it's not even that it's windy or rainy that it's bad. The trails are just unrideable. I'm trying to think if I've ridden, or hiked should I say, a worse trail in the UK, because right now this section is just pointless. It's just, I think I've just hiked for about 3-4 miles so far. I don't know, it feels like that. I've got a tailwind, which would be great if I could take advantage of, but I can't because I'm just hiking, because the trails are either boggy or just generally crap. Like, you're trying to ride and then like you have to get off, hike over some stuff, over some bog or whatever, then you ride a little bit more. You're lucky if you get like 10-15 meters of riding in before you have to get off. So it's just so slow going. I'm just currently just hiding under this shelter that's probably just about to fall down because it's just so windy. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I don't even think I'm even going to be able to cycle back into this. So I just don't know, but I've got to keep going forward to get somewhere. I'm just hoping we're going to find like a normal trail, because this is just ridiculous. Right, I'm just gonna carry on, I guess. Oh god, I just want some trails that are rideable. That's all I ask. I don't want to hike for like 5 miles. I think I've still got like 2-3 miles until my Garmin says turn right, which I think is at the point where we sort of get to the end of this valley. All I know, these trails suck today.
Finally, I was able to get onto some rideable trails. With the wind pushing me, I was hopeful that I would finally be able to make some progress at last. But sometimes the trails have their own plans.
If my day can get any better, the path has just completely collapsed with that tree. It looks like I'm going to have to go back. It does look like there's another trail that goes around that way. This one was really nice because it was kind of sheltered from all the wind and stuff. Hopefully I can ride over there, otherwise, God forbid, I've got to go all the way back from where I come from, I think. Fingers crossed. So annoying. I'm not going to risk scrambling across that today. Oh, I've done 30 miles. It's taken 5 hours to do that. Last 10 miles have been pretty quick, but the first 20, super slow. I've probably got like 30 more miles as well, or like 25-30 miles until I actually get to where I was this morning. But I didn't realise, I overlooked this, but we're actually got to go up to the highest point on this ride, which will be into a headwind, which is going to be grueling, and that's probably within like 20 miles and then down, which is okay, but yeah, it's going to be a tough, grueling end to the day for sure. But I have got a little bit of shelter from the rain and wind at the moment, while I've got a bit of shelter from the trees. It's quite nice. I'm just hoping I can manage to get up and over today. I don't really have much choice. I need to get their miles in. Tomorrow, I was thinking maybe I'll just set up camp, hide out for a day, but to be honest, tomorrow's looking just as bad as today, so I might as well just keep moving forward. Definitely a tough day. All right, let's keep climbing. Let's hope these trees keep me sheltered for a little while longer though. Let's go.
A quite truly magical part of this adventure, a moment of calmness on a day that won't stand still, rolling around the wet trails, a calm moment to take a breather and enjoy this moment of peace. As I knew the tree cover would come to an end and I would be facing the storm head on. The wind and rain I had battled into for the last few hours, the trails back to unrideable. I would be hiking once more, but time was running out. Nightfall was just around the corner, so tonight I would hunker down in a solid structure. I'd lay there listening to the storm make the structure creak and squeak. Little did I know the storm had been given a name.
Storm Babet battered large parts of Britain.
Babbet has been an exceptional storm.
Babet has already made her mark.
Just in Aberdeenshire in Scotland, where some areas had 200 millimetres of rain. That's 8 inches in 2 days.
Good morning. It's day 3 of this adventure. I hunkered down in a bovvy last night because it was just getting dark. Luckily this was here because I would have had like another 5 miles of probably hiking to get to where we ended up yesterday. The trails are just basically unrideable. I wouldn't enjoy riding it on an unloaded bike, let alone a loaded bike. Whether it was sunny, it's just a very full-on mountain bike riding at the moment. I think I've still got another 5 miles, which is probably going to be a hike. Now, I was hoping to finish this ride today, but the weather is still, as you can see, it's grim. The wind is still howling, it's still raining, and we gotta go out into it. 80 miles left to go. I don't know how far I'm going to try and get, but to be honest, I've been quite tempted just to sit here for another night, but the weather's just going to stay the same for the next like 4 days, and I don't want to sit here for 4 days. So we're going to try and make a move, get out of this valley first. It's our first goal. Hopefully we can make it. Hopefully I haven't got a headwind, but I think I do by the looks of where that rain is going. Nothing in here apart from a floor to sleep on. This is a bit of a shed, but very welcome out of the rain. I might just sit here for a little bit longer and just warm up again.
after packing up the bike because it is barely cold out there as well with the rain and the wind. Right, let's chill for a bit and then hopefully we can make a move. I might end up staying here again, I don't know. It's just horrible out there.
Nearly forgot socks. This is gonna be fun, or not. I think we've got a river crossing to start with. Crosswind. Lovely. Keep moving, let's keep smiling. Keep on adventures.
Just like yesterday, this day seemed to be a carbon copy. I would start with yet more river crossings, hike a bike and plenty of boggy trails. Riding for a few meters before having to hike some more. But just like yesterday, focus on the job at hand and keep moving forward.
Oh, well, finally off of that horrible trail. Took so long, barely rideable, and now we're on to our second challenge of the day, where we head up this valley. Luckily right now the wind is on from behind, or sort of cross behind. Now it's okay for a bit, it's quite flat, but I know it goes to like single track and then it's a bit horrible to ride and it's going to be a bit of a hiker bike. But I do know the descent is nice double track descent, but then we have one final climb to get over, which is the aim for today, is to get over that final climb at least bare minimum, but I don't know what that climb is like, and then that leads us into a place that I'm not sure what's called, but we'll find out later on. But yeah, we gotta go and climb this hill. Hopefully I'll be able to do it quite quick. I've done like, what have I done? I've done about 15 miles. It's currently 11:30 already. It just takes so long to do everything. That's taken me nearly 3 hours to do 15 miles. But hopefully we'll be able to make use of this wind today. Right, onwards. Let the adventure continue.
After a day and a half of everything feeling like it was against me, I can't tell you what a relief it was to just have one thing go my way. The wind now pushing me along the trails. That sense of gratitude when nature gives you that much needed break. How this morning started, I was not expecting this.
There's a big ball of fire! Oh, so nice! Stay.
Even just for the briefest of moments, seeing that sun and the blue sky gave me a lift, put a smile back on my face.
I have had some sprinkling of sun today. It's gone again, and I'm just hiding in a bush shelter, and we're gonna have a good old macaroni and cheese pie because these things are banging. Right. Today started off absolutely brutal and horrible, but turning out much better than I anticipated. But yeah, we've got about 50 miles, 45 miles I think until the finish line. I will try and get another 20, 25, maybe 30 and find somewhere nice to camp. Hopefully even find somewhere nice and sheltered because it is still incredibly windy, and I know I've got a tailwind going down this way on the road, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a tailwind when we turn in and go off-road again. We'll see.
Just this morning, I was fighting to move forward, even the slightest. But now I would get to cruise with ease, the leaves starting to fill the roads, the sun even shining in the sky, just the odd passing shower. For every test over the last couple of days, it was finally a joy to ride this bike. Easy, in fact.
Catch you! Catch you! I'm gonna catch you, Shadow Josh! I'm gonna catch you!
Well, almost.
Oh, what a day. What a day. I was really hoping to have like the last day and it not be raining before I went to bed, but unfortunately it did just start raining. I have managed to find a really nice sheltered area. The wind is sort of just missing me, so that's good. Got the tent set up. I'm just nice and sheltered, but I'm a bit damp now, so I've got to get changed. I think I've got about 25, 30 miles and it's all downhill. Happy, happy days. Oh, this trip has been a character building one for sure. But last night under the stars in some nice woods. And we did see the sun a bit today, so yay. I see you bright and early in the morning, as always. Oh, good morning, good morning. I thought it was raining last night. It turns out it was actually snowing. I thought it was a bit colder than normal last night, but hey ho. I think we got 25 miles to go, and if I'm honest, we're going to try and blast these 25 miles out this morning because I have never wanted to sit on a warm train as much as I do now. Let's get these final miles done. What an adventure. What an adventure.
And with that final icy cold river crossing, the slushy ice cold rain to end the adventure, I couldn't help but smile. Rain, wind, sun, and now snow, to end the Cairngorms bikepacking adventure. It seemed fitting, quite frankly the perfect end to a character building bikepacking adventure. For every high comes a low, but for every low comes a high.